The Philippines is a nature made for adventure and fun. With 7,641 islands surrounded by crystalline waters, the archipelago of the Pacific Ocean offers a wealth of amazing activity options. Whether you dream of lounging on a secluded beach, diving amidst the dazzling marine life, or admiring natural wonders found nowhere else in the world, you will discover what you are looking for in these 4 perfect places like a postcard. All destinations have implemented the new normal travel guidelines to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. Measures such as mandatory face masks, body temperature control at hotel entrances, pre-trip testing and capacity reduction in resorts and restaurants help create as safe an environment as possible to rediscover the joy of travel. The eco-friendly Panglao Bohol International Airport is the gateway to Bohol, an island province famous for its conical chocolate hills. Golden brown in the dry season and lush green most of the year, grass-covered limestone domes cover nearly 20 square miles of flat plains. Climb to the viewing platform for Instagram-worthy photos of the legendary rounded mounds. Near the hills, spot one of nature's loveliest creatures, the tiny Filipino yan. Weighing only up to 5 ounces, frogs are nocturnal primates with giant eyes. Rarely found in the wild, these cool creatures can be seen sleeping in the Tarsier Reserve. White sand beaches and bustling coral reefs lure to Panglao Island on Bohol, the starting point for aquatic adventures such as dolphin and whale watching tours and diving tours at the Balikasag Island Sanctuary. Go deep to swim among the sanctuary sea turtles and discover colorful coral gardens and steep underwater cliffs. Return to the main island of Bohol by kayaking through mangrove tunnels, plunge into otherworldly cave pools, and paddle along the jungle waterways on a paddleboard. To enjoy the views of the water, cross the turquoise Sipitan River via the Sipitan Twin Bamboo and Steel Suspension Bridge. As with all Bohol tourist facilities that have reopened, the bridge received the ultimate Bohol Experience Seal of Excellence, indicating strict adherence to COVID-19 health and safety protocols. Measuring only 4 square miles, the pocket-sized Boracay is large in powdery sand and sparkling azure waters. Between the resorts scattered around the world-famous White Beach and away from the usual gems such as Balinghay and Ilig-Iligan, there is no shortage of places to discover your perfect beach. Conserving Boracay's natural resources is a top priority. Recent efforts to restore the coastline, new sustainable tourism practices such as reducing the number of visitors per day, and COVID-19 health and safety measures, such as the no mask, no boarding policy for local transport, make the island a better choice than ever for an idyllic sand and surfing holiday. The power of wind, waves and rowing. An impressive range of water sports in Boracay. Learn how to ride in the wind on the breezy Bulabog Beach, one of the best kiteboarding and windsurfing destinations in Asia. At the laid-back Puka Shell Beach on the north coast, you can kayak and row standing during the day, then stay to watch the glowing sunset. Made of wood and bamboo and featuring distinctive blue sails, the boats sail off the coast, the perfect vantage point for photographing Boracay's palm-lined beaches. While the beach scene in the Philippines is rightfully celebrated, one of the country's coolest spots is Baguio City, perched high in the Cordillera Mountains. Situated at 4,500 feet above sea level on the north side of Luzon Island, the largest island in the Philippines, towering Baguio was built in the early 1900s as a summer colonial capital. The historic city and surrounding countryside enjoy comfortable temperatures and fog, perfect for exploring on foot. Hike through the forest on the winding Camp John Hay Eco Trail to soak up the scented pine-scented mountain air. Wherever you are in Baguio, use the new Visitor Information and Travel Assistance platform, Visita, to get coronavirus-related information, read QR coupons and make contactless payments. This high-altitude Cordillera region is home to the ancestors of the indigenous peoples known as the Igorots, or mountain people. In order to preserve, support and showcase native weaving traditions and other regional crafts, UNESCO named Baguio the Creative City of Crafts and Folk Art. The city regularly hosts festivals and exhibitions celebrating the multicultural handicraft traditions of the region. To purchase original handicrafts, including colorful fabrics, silver jewelry, and carved wooden figurines, visit Baguio Public Market and the adjacent Maharlika Livelihood Center. Incredibly emerald green and surrounded by coral reefs, Palawan is the unspoiled province of an archipelago in the westernmost Philippines. Named after its largest island, Palawan ticks all the right boxes for a tropical paradise: hidden beaches and lagoons, lush jungle vegetation, subdued atmosphere, and crystal-clear seascapes full of marine life. Tubataha Reefs Nature Park, inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List. Only accessible to live boats, the pristine underwater world is home to at least 11 species of sharks and rays, 600 species of fish, and about half of all coral species in the world. With 1,780 islands, Palawan is best explored underwater. At the northern tip of the Palawan mainland, snorkel and swim in the enchanting lagoons of El Nido, where otherworldly rock towers rise majestically from the emerald waters. El Nido is the island-hopping launchpad in the beautiful Bacuit Bay archipelago. Small, eco-friendly bangkas transport passengers through the watery dreamland without disturbing shallow coral reefs or wildlife. Book an excursion to deserted white sand beaches, discover cathedral-like caves, and photograph the fantastic limestone formations of Bacuit Bay. As part of Palawan's enhanced cleanliness and hygiene standards, El Nido resorts have implemented strict protocols for guests, such as requiring a COVID-19 test negative prior to arrival and undergoing a sanitation procedure, including temperature control and foot bath, before taking the boat to the resort.